Meghan Markle is celebrating a new year of life. The Duchess of Sussex turned 42 on Friday, and it seems that she kicked off her celebrations early. The night before, she and husband Prince Harry stepped out for a rare public night out in Montecito. The two were spotted dressed up outside of an Italian restaurant with a friend, as seen in photos published by the Daily Mail. While there's no word on how Meghan is spending her actual birthday, the royal has traditionally marked the occasion privately with loved ones. And it's more than likely she's enjoying her big day with Harry and their beloved kids, 4-year-old son Prince Archie and 2-year-old daughter Princess Lilibet. The former Suits star has now celebrated 6 birthdays since becoming a member of the royal family. And surprisingly, she's not the only royal who was born on August 4th. The Duchess shares a birthday with the late Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, who was the mother of the late Queen Elizabeth II and was King Charles's grandmother. Harry wrote about the special birthday connection in his memoir, Spare, and recalled how it came as a happy surprise to his dad. He wrote, "Towards the end of summer 2018, we went to Scotland, the Castle of May, to spend a few days with Pa. The bond between Meg and Pa, always strong, grew even stronger during that weekend. One night, over pre-dinner cocktails, Fred Astaire playing in the background, it emerged that Meg shared a birthday with Pa's favorite person, Gangan, August 4th. Amazing, Pa said with a smile. August 4th is also a date of significance for another royal, Prince William. On that day in 1982, when he was just weeks old, he had his christening ceremony. It was a special occasion for the entire royal family, including his now late mom, Princess Diana. Meghan's 42nd birthday comes as she and Harry enjoy their 4th summer living in California. The couple moved there in 2020 as they step back from their roles as senior working members of the royal family. Their life in Montecito has given Archie and Lily a chance to grow up out of the spotlight. A source recently told People magazine that Meghan and Harry are, quote, very united when it comes to family values and how to raise their kids, adding that their goal is to allow Archie and Lily to, quote, have a normal life as much as possible. Across the pond, Prince William and Kate Middleton are also making sure their little ones have opportunities to enjoy a near-normal childhood and just be kids, while also preparing eldest son Prince George to become king one day. DailyMail.com's Charlie Langston recently told Access Hollywood how the Prince and Princess of Wales have been navigating that balance for George.
So what is George's life like today? What is the balance between normal childhood and being the future king?
You know, Kate and William have made incredible efforts to ensure that George has been able to enjoy at least a little bit of normalcy. Now, obviously, we've seen George taking part in a lot more royal engagements of late, and as he gets older, we're going to see him taking on an official role more and more frequently. But even as all of that is happening, George is still able to enjoy the life of a normal boy. He was the first ever royal to go to a co-ed school, which was a great experience and also meant that he got to attend school with his sister Charlotte, which I think was a really wonderful thing. He's known for being absolutely obsessed with sports. He plays rugby. He also, believe it or not, plays the electric guitar. He's known to have a fondness for Led Zeppelin and AC/DC, which I think is not necessarily the kind of music you would associate playing inside the walls of Windsor Castle, but there you go. Just like any other normal boy, he's going to have a birthday party thrown in his backyard. Granted, his backyard is at Windsor Castle, but still, they make every effort that they can to give him those experiences that every little boy, no matter who they are, deserves to have. And I think that great credit needs to be given to the Prince and Princess of Wales for taking such important steps to make sure that George learns what he's supposed to be doing as a future king, but also understands that he's a young boy who deserves to kick back and have fun.
How is George's upbringing different from William and Harry's?
William and Kate, from the get-go, made it incredibly clear to all of the royal family that they would not allow George to be separated from the other half of his family. So unlike Harry and William, who were very much kind of encased in this royal sphere, George has had the opportunity to dip into a more normal life through his grandparents, Carol and Michael. And we know that they have been a wonderful influence on him, because when he's around his grandfather, King Charles, when he's around Camilla, his step-grandmother, if you will, yes, they are loving grandparents, but there is always an air of formality. You know, when you're hanging out with grandpa and grandma in a castle, it's a little bit difficult to truly relax and forget the idea of yourself as a future king or the fact that your family is royalty. Whereas when he is in the home of Carol and Michael Middleton, he gets to experience what life is like as a much more average member of society. And I think that that is incredibly important. You know, Carol and Michael were the first family members to visit George after he was born. They have been an ever steady presence in his life. They've gone on vacations with him. Carol accompanied William and Kate on a tour when George was just a few months old. So I think that that has been a really key element of his life that William and Harry didn't really get as much. Diana's family was not present in their lives in the same way that Carol and Michael are. And that's partly because King Charles, Princess Diana didn't make that same kind of clear-cut, demand from the beginning. They didn't really lay down the law in the same way that Kate and William did. And Princess Diana also had a much more fractured relationship with Charles than Kate does with William. So Kate has been able to be much more honest, much more opinionated, and kind of say to William, this is what I want for our children. These are the lines that I am not willing to cross. And that has meant Christmases away from Sandringham. It's meant Christmases at home with Carol and Michael. And that's given George just a great opportunity to experience life away from royal tradition. And I think that that has helped him to be a much more balanced young man.